Alrighty guys, time to chill a bit or stress out. It depends on how you want to see this. But yeah, it's time for me to relax a bit and hit the slopes. But I'm also kind of going or working my way through some gold medals. Yeah, I think I found a new location the last time I played, so I got 3 new snowboard/ski events. Oh, dang. Gotta hold wide again. Alright, so this was a tree styler. Okay, interesting. So this is a... It's not a race, or is it? Extreme Rider. So it might be a race based on points. Alright. So it's a race, points, and checkpoints. Oh, smack the tree, hit some G-force, and I'm out. Damn, this is rough. And this is considered normal. Wait, I don't think I have to actually restart. Alright. Go a little bit slower. Where's the next checkpoint? Alrighty, there you go. Gotta get next to that. Got some more points. I don't know if that counted. I know normally freestyle lets you do anything. So getting close to stuff, getting some danger style points, or even doing tricks should help you out. No! I don't know how I landed that. Alright, gotta do it again. 1800 for the gold. See, I found myself stressing out over the last week. I had a whole bunch of hard challenges that I was doing. And no lie, I would do the same mission for about 30 minutes until I finally got it. Especially with some of the skydiving missions, they're tough. Alright. So I was kind of happy. It looks like I found 2 mediums and 1 easy. So I'm going to try to just go slow. And not wreck. Not wreck against these trees. That way I can keep a multiplier. Oh, no, G-force. So if I can go between a bunch of these trees, I should be able to get my eyes. Ah, damn it. Oh, I got it. Nice. Come on. And I think I already got gold. I'm at my best. I'm stuck. There we go. As long as I hit all the checkpoints, I should be safe. Ah, oh, what the hell? I didn't even do a trick. Ah, the rock stopped me from rotating. Alright, let's just finish it and get the gold. I've had some other times where I would actually destroy the score, but then I'll miss the final checkpoint, like the finish line checkpoint, because I was going down the mountain so fast. There we go. Alright, just replying to a quick message. Hopefully it doesn't drop me. Alright, cool. Alright, let's find out the next mission. I think it's another normal. Oh, wait. I only had 2 missions. Never mind. Alright, so this is a free ride world tour. 1,000 points is a score to be for or for bronze. Alright. Oh, nice. Just coming here gave me a point of interest. That's weird. Honestly, I don't understand because I found the location in order to get this mission. Wait, what is he doing? Okay, freestyle, I'll score. So that means if I wanted to, I could go between the trees again. Or I could bail. Oh, that was sketchy. I almost fell. Oh! Damn you. And that's the thing, like, you don't necessarily need to quit right away. But I find myself trying to do some perfect runs, but that was just weird. I always try to go for some perfect big runs. And sometimes if I make one mistake, I don't like it, I just want to retry. No, don't do that! That was close. Alright, where's this damn checkpoint? Is it only one checkpoint? I'm confused. I'm not gonna try to do a trick off of that. I'm actually holding the wrong button too. You do L trigger instead of R, because R is like kind of prepping the ollie. And there's no way to undo the R button. Oh, that was sloppy. You look for something else, get some speed in. Try to do something off of this bump. Nope. I can do something here though. Ah, come on, that was crappy. I didn't get the real rotation. Oh, rocks, rocks, rocks. Oh, slow down, slow down. Alright, I got the gold. So yeah, that's the main way to counteract the G-force. If you land pretty hard or you're gonna do some sharp rocks, try to gently tap down after you land your tricks. Because you'll see that G-force meter is normally on the left side of your I guess character. I don't know if that's the right way, the right term to use. Hey, what's happening, Barber? Actually, I think I mentioned it on the stream where I bought Infinite Air while it was on sale a few weeks ago. I think it was 15 bucks. I still haven't played it though. Oh, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. Damn it. I reset. I'm at the end. I had gold. There was no need to reset. So I gotta do this over. Yeah, but for some reason I'm kind of off on my ollies, so once I jump, I'm not able to do any rotations because of that. Yeah, I wonder how bad Infinite Air is actually going to be. I'm kind of scared to play it. That was that same section from before. See if I could do a flip off of this. Nope. I see I missed my ollie again. Go off these little baby jumps. Oh. Like if I mess up again, I'm gonna just switch to the skis, try to do something cool. Alright, I can't do nothing up there. Because on the right side you can kind of see these dotted lines, and that's probably the ghost that's ahead of me. I think that's always his run. So it's never the best run, it's just someone who's a little bit better than you. Alright, there goes the little marker. Oh, damn, rocks. Alright, cool, I got kind of lucky. They actually kind of nerfed the game a bit, where before, like, even touching the rocks gently will get you some super high G-force. And it was almost a guaranteed bail because of it. But I guess a lot of people were complaining, so they toned down the G-force in the game to kind of make it simpler for more people. I guess more accessible. I'm still waiting for the update that's actually going to let us grind and do some rail slides. So yeah, the only stuff I've ever seen before, like when the game first came out, it was... Alright, that was a sloppy goal, but I'll take it. It was videos from the Xbox DVR, like, you know, when you check out the store and you just see like the most recent clips and whatever streams are active. So there were like 0 streams active, but there was a whole bunch of clips. And it was pretty much like I was doing, you know, messing up, retrying, messing up, retrying. But on a stiffer level, like it kind of felt like they wanted you to hit certain gaps with only specific tricks. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one again because that was so ugly. I still can't believe I messed up my other run that was way better. Oh, that was, I don't know why I did that, but that was super sketchy. Yeah, I slowed down right there. What the heck? So how did this last person get a line off of that? Missing jumps, potential jumps. There goes the little Assassin's Creed thing. You know when you do your eagle drops from the high, you know, high elevated areas and you dive into some hay. So whenever you have a perfect jump, you hear that same little sound. So like Ubisoft for using their resources. Alright, so it looks like I've got gold already. Not as good as my first one, or not my first one, but the one I messed up and retried by mistake. Gold? No! Damn. Luckily it was soft snow. Get out of there. Yeah, but there's something that used to piss me off a lot, because there's a lot of ways to really end the perfect run by mistake. One of them is you can't press pause. So if you ever happen to get this game, never press start in the middle of a good run, because doing that instantly takes you to the top of the line. So pressing start is equivalent to holding Y to retry. And that used to piss me off, because you know, you play single player games, you get used to, you know, pausing. But I guess this is technically an always online game, and you always see a bunch of other players, if anyone happens to be playing. So they're always running in front of you. You have the same thing where if it's a tough mission and you're constantly retrying, there's probably 2 or 3 other people trying to do the same mission, so they're always retrying with you. Yeah, like that right there used to be deadly. No, a third flip? Alright, Jesus. Alright, let's send this. Let's see what's next on the to-do list. Alright, so it looks like I have gold on all of my available missions for, you know, snowboarding or skiing. But I still need to find some more locations. So it looks like I have 24 more to go. Just gotta find them. Wingsuit challenges, alright. Do I have anything easy that I unlocked? Some of these wingsuit challenges are tough as hell. Oh, I have bronze on this one? Alright, let's try this out. Oh yeah, the first thing I did earlier is I put a show playlist. So when you play the game, or whenever you launch the game, there's no playlist that's active, so you'll hear a bunch of different tracks that are to kind of mix everything up. But there's this one playlist called Chill, and it kind of gives you this, you know, like this vibe. It feels like you're listening to Enya or something at times. Alright, so this is crazy. I think I remember this one now. But I don't want to follow that dude's line. I want to actually try to get lower a little bit sooner. That way I can glide across. Oh, and I didn't. Damn it. That first checkpoint was a little bit higher than I thought. Because yeah, like in order to get points in these wingsuit missions, you kind of gotta be daring. Like fly real close to the ground or trees and stuff. So I figured if I flew next to the ground a lot sooner, I'll rack up the points that I need. Alright, where's this damn checkpoint? I can't see. Going between some trees. Hopefully I don't hit my nuts on them. That happens a lot. Oh, sheesh. I gotta go lower, Watch out for the pines! Damn it. I have 4,000, I need a 6,000. I think if I would have dodged that tree, I could have been able to get gold. Alright, try it again. Make sure I stick to the line so I don't miss the first checkpoint again. And I think I gotta disable that flare because I remember I unlocked it the last time I was playing and it was really cool, but it's a huge distraction. Get as close to the ground as I can. Go by these trees. Damn, I think I'm too low. Shit. No! Oh, Jesus. Alright. But I'm not getting any points. I was over the trees. Alright, let's see if I can manage to get something out of here. But I'm sinking. Shit. I'm about to bail. Damn it. I bailed with a 3,000 point combo. So if I would have made it to that last checkpoint, I would have got gold. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of trial and error when trying to get gold on these missions. You gotta be persistent. And I forgot to turn off the flare. Hopefully I don't miss it. Okay. Oh, Jesus, that. No, damn it. Like I just felt it slipping. And I feel like there's a slap in the face when it says medium or easy and you find yourself retrying. And for some weird reason, I think I unlocked all of my locations backwards because all the missions I were doing, like the last few attempts, they're all 3 stars or 3 snowflakes. I guess they measure their difficulties as snowflakes, which is weird too. Alright, see if I can get this up. Damn it. Hurt my sack right there. Try to line myself up for the first one. go a little bit to the right. See if I can try something else out with these trees. Whoa, I thought I lost it right there. I don't know how I managed to survive that. What the? What the? Oh, damn. There's a lot of frustration in this game. That's the main reason I put the chill playlist. It counteracts my rage. Like over the weekend, I was streaming this on Beam, and I kind of found myself having to do some woosah every now and then. I'm not gonna sleep down here. Go to bed. Alright, got distracted. Little one ran over here, should have been sleeping. Alright, first, let me turn this thing off real quick. Where's my rider profiles? Here we go. Gotta turn off one of my gadgets. I forgot how to do this. Alright, here it is. Flares down here. Alright, it's unequipped. It better be unequipped. Wait, but that's a different... Is that a different rider? It is a different person. So yeah, we got about 9 or 10 people. I use this guy, Ruben. Let me go to this. I have this little vampire count wingsuit. Alright. Go here. And unequip this. Alright, now we can give it another shot. Yeah, sometimes you get trolled too, like especially for some of the wingsuit missions where you might be facing one direction and if you hit left, right, or down, you'll just belly flop into some rocks instead of actually going in the path of your wingsuit mission. Alright, tree, where you at? I don't want to follow this ghost to the T, you know? Because there's a chance he's better than me slightly, and all he did was get silver. Damn it. So have any of you guys managed to play this when it was free for that one weekend? I remember out of nowhere I had a whole bunch of achievements for this game showing up on my activity feed. So it was pretty cool to see people playing it. I just don't know if people enjoyed it enough to actually purchase it afterwards. Damn it, missing my combo points. Alright, so I'm low. Holy, these narrow branches. Alright. I don't want to go too low anymore. Oh, but I need it, I need it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Should I fly by these? Oh, sack tap. Can I get it?
Alright, that was a great
Oh,
flight.
5252.
And don't
Crapping
get
me.
mad now. You're gonna need to go again if you want to nab that top spot.
I'm gonna try this in first person now. I feel like it might be easier. Oh crap, that was trippy. Holy. I feel like I'm gonna get a headache right now. Like instant headaches. Holy crap. I thought it was gonna be way easier than this. Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna just try it anyway. Oh no. Alright. I wanted to see if it'd be easier to avoid these trees in first person with the GoPro cam. Yeah, so my eventual goal is to at least beat 4 missions tonight before bed. I don't know if it'll happen though. Because my last attempt, it was a 3-hour stream, and I actually did pretty well. I think I beat about 6 or 7 really tough missions. Some of them were crazy nighttime races too. Oh, no, no. Oh, that little tree, that little tree. I think I got this, dudes. No! You crap! What the? That was as close as I would have gotten. Damn it. Alright, but somehow those trees on the far left at the start gave me a bunch of freestyle points. So I'm gonna try to simulate that session again. Oh, that's too high. That's way too high. Oh, I'm sinking. Why am I sinking? Oh, what the? No, I'm sinking again. It's like my thumb is slipping little by little. Did I get it? Yes! Hell yes. I didn't stick the landing, but all that counts as the medal. Beat it by 87 points. God damn this. Man. Alright, 1 down. No, there's actually something else that I barely do. There's something called mountain stories. I'm gonna try to do some of those. Because they're pretty trippy, where it's kind of like these little story missions, but instead of you interacting with other people, the mountains are talking to you. This sounds kind of like some loopy Zen stuff, like you talking to one of those type of people that say brah like crazy, how they're one with the water and stuff. So it feels like that, but on the mountain instead. Let's see, you have mountain story. Alright, this one sounds interesting. Oh, this one, the singing fir tree. We'll try that out.
All right. I'd like you to meet my old pal.
Yeah, so I remember doing one last time where I'm trying to keep up with the rider, but the rider is like the manifestation of the mountain, and eventually I earned the respect of that mountain, and she allowed me to access the different crazy, I guess the untouched lands of her summit. It was weird. Let's see if this one's like that.
A little help here. I'm
what's my objective?
Alrighty, off you go.
I think this is just a basic one since this is an easy mission. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. It says reach the roof of the church in the village. And I can't read the rest, it's too tiny. Wait, I keep falling that way. What the hell? Alright, let's get on my feet. Yeah, I'll try to do one of the harder ones if I have any left to see if it's another one of those mountain manifestations.
Good, in fact, no one's found him yet. Oh!
Hope this is the right way. Alright, I'll go down here. I saw the checkpoint. Skiing on ice. Oh, those avalanche breakers. What? I didn't die? That was sketchy.
Let's play hide and seek.
Yeah, so I think I found like 3 different versions of these mountain stories. But most of them seem to be like this, where you might have a list of objectives. Like sometimes you get the more linear objectives where, let's say this one's telling you to go to the house, then there'll be another one further down the slope. Then there's others where you'll start at the summit and there's like 5 or 6 different directions you can choose to go. So you'll probably have 7 to 8 different mini missions and you pick which one you want to tackle. So they're impossible to do all in one run. And then you'll have the ones with the mountain manifestations.
Getting close to the church now. Remember, once you ring that bell, it's time to prick up those ears.
Alright, so how the hell am I going to get up there? I might have to bust out the parachute. Or maybe I should have done this to begin with. Yeah, that was a flop. Jesus. And I think the wind is going west because I see the snowflakes going to the left. Oh, wow. Let me restart this. Oh no. This is embarrassing. Imagine doing this in real life where you have to repack your parachute over and over because of that. Wait, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I think my left foot is in the ice. Alright. Hey, this is gonna suck. Try one more time. Away from the wall. Yeah, that's not working. So I'm gonna have to start this all over. Was it the singing fir tree? I wish there was a decent point to actually wingsuit off of it and then go into transition for the parachute. Let's see. Yeah, so I hope this little mountaintop is good enough to wingsuit. Because if not, I'm going to just do a belly flop onto the ground. Oh! Pull up. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is try to fly there and then pull the chute. Not this again. I even tried to do some snowboarding in first person, and it is rough, man. So much head bobble, it really throws you off. Yeah, I didn't realize I was so high up. Oh nice, got a new drop zone. Hopefully some new snowboarding missions.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring the
Time to
bell.
hear Sid
There we go.
sing.
Alright, what's next? Alright, it says to find a singing fir tree near the... I can't tell what that says. It says, oh, flagged area. God damn it, up there? There's actually an achievement. Funny thing is, it was in a different mountain story I did where I came from the direction my camera is facing. So I was high up, and out of nowhere, I was supposed to fly to my right. But I saw something kind of funny on the bottom left, and it was actually this church. So I was like, you know what? I want to go through the steeple, and I didn't do too well. I smacked the bell, and it gave me an achievement, so that was pretty cool.
Now that looks fantastic right there.
Alright, let's see if I can spot this one.
There's too much space between me and
I'm too
Need to
far.
keep moving.
So yeah, a lot of times you'll find these little shadowy zones throughout the mountain, and it's just an undiscovered spot. So when you get close enough, if you either just, you know, fly over or bore through it, you'll unlock it. Or if you're in a distance but slightly close, you'll be able to spot the location with your binoculars. I'm trying to think. I might have to parachute this one all the way. Come on. Nope. Ah. Another parachute fail. Oh yeah, it's really rough. It's the GoPro mode, and you actually get way more options when you're watching your replays. But let me see if I... Nah, I'm not gonna press start. When I get to the other place, I'll press start. But I just want to climb up. Let's see if I can get a nice spot to either parachute or wingsuit off of.
This is getting exciting, don't you think? Will they or won't they? That's the big question on everyone's lips here in the audience right now.
Because yeah, you're able to mess around even more with the camera angles. And you could do GoPro facing out or GoPro like looking at your own face. So as you're flying, especially this character, he had a beard. So if I'm flying without a mask, you'll see all the snow like smacking my face, my beard getting covered in snow. Alright, come on. Take me up, take me up. Take me up, take me up. Where's the damn wind? I wish we had kind of like, you know, when you play golf games, you could see that little flag icon telling you where the wind is blowing. That would have been nice to have. Yeah, but I'm definitely not going to get up there. Wow. That was dumb. Oh, the wind is picking up. The wind is picking up. Hell yes.
Are you listening closely? Where could he be? North, south, east, west? Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright, I'm gonna face this direction. Looks like the wind might... Nope. Where's the wind taking me to? Like, I saw the wind blowing away from me. Damn it. I thought I had a friend in the wind, but nope. Betrayed. But you know what I think it might want me to do? Get close enough to discover it, and then I can start from that location and then probably slope down there. So I'm gonna try to land around here, somewhere a little bit more elevated. Use the binoculars. Oh.
Getting warmer. Just a little further and the game's almost complete. But only
What the hell?
You gotta find him first.
And only then can you claim your prize.
Oh, that was a rough landing.
Damn it.
Alright, climb up here and try to use my binoculars.
A new location like this one means
There we go.
new places to delve into and explore for secrets.
So what was it called? Oh wow. So I think that's French for point of death. The exit point. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Or actually no, screw that. I have like 20 or so helicopter tickets. I just hope it doesn't throw me off my jump. Look at that. So yeah, it's kind of right there. Actually, for that, I'm gonna just come up here. But you know what? Screw that. I could just come here. Or did it cancel the mission? Ah. See, this is my first time ever doing this. And I think I did cancel the mission. What a slap in the face. Ah, I'm super salty right there. God damn it. So I gotta do it all over again. Shit.
Oh, what's the matter? Sid too good for you? It's true.
Alright, go back to my walking. That was seriously rough though. It's like I gotta figure out what's the best route to take with the parachute. Alright, don't belly flop, don't belly flop. Ooh, that was close. Wait, I didn't start the mission. Dumb. Dumb. Alright, where's the damn mission marker at? Here we go. First start. Oh wait, it's weird. So the helicopter ride canceled out my mission, but it didn't reset my progress. So it looks like what I'll be able to do this time is from this summit, I can just make my way down there and start gliding. Alright, not bad. So I thought it was going to be way worse than what it actually is. As long as I don't smack any rocks. Flying close to the ground.
Oh, this is getting exciting, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to dive at all.
Try
Try to glide as much as I can.
Are you listening closely?
Yeah, this
Where could
this
he
little
be?
vampire
North,
wingsuit I
south,
bought,
east, west.
it costs a
Your
lot of
guess
money.
as
Like
good
money
as
is pretty hard to
mine.
come by, and doing a whole bunch of challenges on gold barely gave me enough. So it costs like 35,000 gold
Getting warmer. Just
or
a little
credits,
further
whatever
and
they
the
use for the
game's almost
currency.
complete.
And I bought
But
this
almost.
vampire
You're
wingsuit.
gonna
It looks
find
pretty
the
fancy
plan,
when you're
and
selecting
only
it,
then can you claim your
but when you're
prize.
actually using it,
Phone now.
you barely can tell what you're wearing.
Who wants to talk to you? Don't
Alright, let's
bother
land
trying to
here.
find me. I'm too good for you. Nobody's ever beat me. And it
I don't
ain't
get
gonna
why it
stop
didn't
with
give it
you.
to me. See, I felt like I wasted money on a wingsuit to not really get to see the effect of it. There's a whole bunch of costumes for your border, normally. Wait, do you guys hear that crap? Let me turn my volume up. So it sounds like, I don't know if you guys ever seen this old show on Nickelodeon called Temples of the Lost, and there was that giant Olmec. It kind of sounds like that. So I guess there's literally a singing fir tree. So it's just in this area and I have to find it. Follow my ears. Alright, so the sound seems like it's coming from my right ear. Alright, he's getting louder. It sounds like he's trying to yodel. Wait, is that it? That big glowing thing? I'm happy they made it this easy. Alright, I'm not gonna walk this. What kind of dumb stuff? I just realized what the hell I was doing. But it kind of sounds like he's singing some pirate shanties.
I'll be damned, you found him. Wasn't
Main
easy,
story
was it?
completed.
Sid sure is a slippery little bugger, that's for sure. But a winner's a winner, and that my snow cover.
Alright, we'll try a different mountain story. Oh, achievement, nice. Haven't had one in a long time. 50% of all mountain stories in the Alps. Hey, Bleed, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm kind of just chilling, but mainly raging while I fail a bunch of attempts in this game. Oh, and I got a Uplay award. Road to the Mountain Knowledge gave me 20 Uplay points. That's actually good. I get to spend them on the new stuff for Wildlands. Alright, let's go do another mountain story. I'm gonna try one that's hard. Hopefully it's one of the ones, like I mentioned earlier, where you're kind of speaking with these manifestations. Because I don't want to just repeat a mission. Let's see, the forest. Oh, that's an easy one. This one says hard. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. You know, we'll do this one, the one we found earlier. That point of death, exit point.
Hey, I could just sit up here.
Ah, the cutscene kind of canceled out my dialogue. Alright, so this is a wingsuit challenge. There's my little pirate suit. Or not pirate. Still thinking about that singing tree. It's a little vampire suit. Alright, start the objective. Follow the paraglider. Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Wait,
Woohoo!
am I not in my wingsuit?
Woo!
This is weird. Like, how am I supposed to follow a paraglider? Maybe I should have let them fly off a little bit more before I jump. Unless, let me retry.
Alright, here we go. Woohoo!
Maybe I do this? This is weird. Yeah, I don't think this is right either.
Watch those trees.
Oh, you're still on the fence? Yeah, it's understandable. Alright, Dad, this wasn't the right way. It's definitely way harder than it seems, too. Alright, let me try switch it up. Like, at first you do find yourself kind of like getting in that little moment of zen where
Amazing, right?
you're
There really
just
is no
feeling the
one
mountain, you
feeling
know?
like it.
But that doesn't last too long. Because the game gets hard real quick. And it kind of depends on your playstyle. So I'm the type of person where if I got bronze or silver on a mission and I unlock something else, I'm not going to move on to the next mission. Like, I'm not happy until I get gold on said mission. So that's kind of where the title of the stream comes in. I named it the same thing when I was doing it on Beam last weekend and the week before. So it's kind of a pun on that one Tom Cruise movie, The Edge of Tomorrow. Live, Die, Repeats, because that's pretty much exactly what happens in this game. Because you try a mission, you fail, then you hold Y to restart. No! Ooh, I don't know how I landed that.
Bet you didn't think you'd be doing this when you woke up this morning.
Where the heck did she go? I'm gonna try to go left. Can I make it up there? Can I make it up? I think that's the one advantage over skis. Or skis over snowboarding. Because if I was on my board, I would have been falling backwards. Yeah, like she's far as hell. So I still don't understand if they really wanted me to wingsuit all the way over here. Oh, what's happening, Star Wars? Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, we were playing earlier. Oh, I'm stuck in the corner. Stuck in the corner. And I think I'm gonna get the fail. Yeah, because a lot of times, especially when you're doing the legit board missions, the moment you stop, it counts as you failing because you technically came to a complete stop. Can I get over this? No. Alright, let me see if it fails me. Alright, so I think this is just because it's a mountain story. It's allowing me to get off my board, come to a complete stop. Find my way through these mountains. Alright, this looks like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Ski down there or fly? And this is completely fake right here. Alright, it came to a stop. We're gonna try this. I might do a belly flop. Alright, wish me luck, guys. Ooh, hold up, hold up. Alright, cool. Now I can fly along this or around this mountain instead of trying to tumble down or walk down. Oh no, there was this one hard mission. It was super stupid, and it was called the secret race. So it wasn't here, but there's a different frozen lake that I found, and it was a. I think there was like I think it's always 3 ghosts, but it was a ice race where you can't really do anything because you can't turn. You just go forward. You have no friction, so you have no control at all. So there was these little boulders strategically placed on the ice, and what you had to do was go as fast as you can, hit the boulders, and use the boulders to kind of deflect you. So it's kind of like a little pinball mission too. All right, I found another point of interest, but yeah, there's no air, so I'm just sinking. Like no wind in this little section of the mountain. Oh, it's all good, Star Wars. There's always other after parties. Alright, let's see if I can get on my skis again. Yeah, there was this one mountain story where there was a petal or a trail of petals, right? And as you're following these flowers, you keep hearing this goat just make sounds. And then when you got to the end of the line, there was this giant majestic goat just waiting for you. Yeah, this is tough right here. Let me see if I can walk. Wait, is it impossible to come to a complete stop? No, don't tell me. Come on, you're kidding me. I was holding forward. Don't do this to me. There we go. I'm walking. I'm just run up this little hill. That's so hard to say, Star Wars, because I never like telling people to buy something because everyone's gonna have their own opinion. But if you've been a fan of snowboarding, and you like the genre, you like the sports, I think it's definitely worth checking out. Because me personally, liking or loving snowboarding, I will even buy a crappy snowboarding game just to play it. Like I've bought a bunch of weird games over the years, and some of the ones that I take a chance on actually end up being great. Like I remember on the 360, I took a chance on Stoke. It was kind of, random, came out of nowhere, and I think it was made by a company that did a bunch of weird indie arcade games on Xbox Live for the 360, and I really loved it a lot.
Got a feeling we'll be seeing each other
Like
again
next to
soon.
Amp 1 and 2, Stoked was one of the better experiences. And then Shaun White, they had a snowboarding game. The first one, that was really great. Loved playing that a lot. So that was the main reason I kind of took a chance on this, since Shaun White was made by Ubisoft, but it's way different than that one. I wish they would have kept some of the controls. The biggest downfall is that you can't grind. So coming from any other snowboarding game, you're definitely used to doing some rail slides and stuff like that. So that completely doesn't exist anymore. Alright, let's try another mountain story. Oh, don't change character. Alright, let's see. See, that mission was named kind of weird.
It's time to take those
And
skills of yours
I thought it was
and
going to be
really
more
put 'em to the
exhilarating
test. I'm not gonna
and
sugarcoat it
sketchier
for
than what
you,
it
I never
was.
do.
It was just kind of
This is
frustrating.
a grueling trek. A lot of folk have tried and failed to reach that summit, but the conditions are perfect right now, so just take it one step
I mean,
at a
and
time.
you know what? It was actually on
Whatever
sale
you
before.
want
It's
to
been on.
produce, and
This
you'll
game has
make
been
it
on
to the
sale
top.
a lot of times on the Xbox Marketplace. So my advice is, if you're into snowboarding but you're still kind of skeptical, just wait for the next sale. You'll definitely be able to pick it up for a cheaper price. And the cool thing is, the season pass was just 20 bucks to begin with. So if you found the gold edition on sale, it'll probably be 35 to 40 bucks. Alright, my objective. I could barely read this font. It's really tiny. It says, reach the checkpoint flag all the way. Wait. Is it all? Oh no, it just says, reach the checkpoint flag the way you want. Alright. And is that it? Where is it? Oh, there it goes. Oh, if you have a choice, Blizzard Mountain all the way. Definitely. See, I think Blizzard Mountain is the only thing I'll ever tell people to buy. Because it's just way more fun and exciting. It's instant satisfaction, I guess. Alright, I hope this is the right way. It says get there any way you can, or any way you want. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite parts of the game. Like the score on this chill playlist, it gets me all the time. And the way that sun just peeked around the mountains. It's weird. It's like this game kind of, like when I play it sometimes I feel like it borders art and then a slap in the face. Like two opposites, two huge extremes. Because you'll find yourself in some peaceful moments while just, you know, cruising down the mountain, stuff like that. But then when you're doing an actual mission, you just find yourself raging. I gotta retry this, because that was definitely the wrong way. Alright, had to get back on my feet. This is real tricky. Let me see if it lets me look at the map. Alright, so, alright, here it is over here. Nice, nice. Yeah, this is really weird. So not only is far away, it's on top of a mini mountain. So I'm gonna have to descend and then climb somehow. Weird. Wait, it's actually not that far. Let's try this one more time. Alright, so that's my position. And it's over here. Okay. I think a decent leveled wingsuit flight might give it to me. Alright, let's return. Alright, I just gotta find a spot where I won't belly flop. Which looks like it might be harder than I think. Yeah, this isn't flight material. Yeah, I don't think there's any good spots for me to fly from. Alright, I see this guy busting out his parachute. Could that be the key? Let's try that out. And yeah, there's supposed to be some new sports coming to this game. I wonder what. I hope it's not like inner tube sliding and stuff. I remember AMP3 had that. You just get on a bunch of random inner tubes and it was alright, but I don't consider that a sport. And yeah, that's what I was thinking, wingsuiting to parachute. But those little spots where I started from, they were like too close to the ground. And it was happening to me earlier where the moment I try to take off on my wingsuit, it's like an instant belly flop. Alright, I just gotta see if there's any places that the wind is gonna pick me up and, you know, help me rise.
So far, it's really been about me just trying to test myself against the mountain.
Oh, that voice scared me.
Fighting back against whatever she
I thought somebody, he started talking in my ear. So I think it was my character Ruben having some thoughts themselves. Now I wonder if this Ruben guy is a pro athlete. I wish I had a different song playing right now.
Reaching 6,000 meters and looking down at the world, that's incredible. Truly. Truly incredible. Well, I'm not done yet. No, sir. Not by a long shot.
Yeah, so I think this long glide is supposed to give you some narrative. So as I'm going, Ruben is just expressing his thoughts and feelings. So he's definitely one with the mountain right now. Yeah, definitely. Because honestly, I think it looks like I'm standing perfectly still.
This has been a dream of mine for a long, long time. As long as I can remember. So I'm just enjoying this moment right here, right now.
Who the hell is that lady talking though? I wonder if the game thought I swapped characters. Oh yeah, first person. I'd be crapping my pants. As I'm flying, it'd just be a trail falling down
I took a bad
on
fall
the people
back
below.
there. I really thought I was a goner. Yeah. Yeah. I really thought I was done for. All I could think about was my family. Not getting the chance to say goodbye.
Have you guys ever been in school and raised your hand to get the teacher's attention, but the teacher is not looking at you, and you're just holding your hand up in the air for like minutes?
Headaches are bad right now.
And then you start holding your arm up with your other arm?
Stay hydrated.
That's kind of how I feel. Like,
I let myself
I'm
go a
holding
little.
down on the left thumbstick, trying
been a
to stay
mistake.
gliding. I don't want to sink. But as I'm constantly holding down, I feel like my thumb's slipping slightly off the thumbstick. And now, I feel like I gotta hold my thumb with my other hand just to relieve the pressure. Alright, but I'm getting close. And we see the little shadowy line, so that's what I was talking about earlier, where you find these undiscovered locations. and it looks like I'm gonna land right onto this. So I'm hoping a bunch of the other mountain stories are gonna lead me to these
Got
locations,
this summit
because
push coming up.
new locations
and I really
mean new
need to dig deep
activities.
This one. It's gonna be hard. I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited too. Because I know I can do it. I can.
Yeah, I still want to know who's this lady talking. That's not me. Alright, so we're getting close. So right here you hold L trigger to get ready to land. Try to land in the middle.
You did it! You beat her! You're part of her history now, and she's part of you. You never gave up,
Okay.
even though she threw everything she had at you. What's the world like from all the way up there, huh? It's gotta be something else, right? Do me a favor. Take a picture for me? Somehow I got a feeling that's as close as these old bones of mine will ever get to it.
So yeah, this is one of those situations that I was talking about earlier. So the whole time I'm trying to figure out why do I hear a different voice. I thought the game was glitching and it was thinking like switching between my character Ruben and one of the other characters. But this is what I meant, where you do some of these mountain stories and you're pretty much connecting with the mountain itself. So I guess that lady's voice I was hearing was a manifestation of this specific summit. Oh yeah, we could definitely try that out. But you know what, Star Wars? The most important thing is getting that Elemento. And then we could try to do a drag race tourney. Or so, Barber, I think there's a mission. So you say you have your Corolla ready. I think that mission gives you an either-or situation where you can use either one car or the Corolla. I think one car being a DLC. Same thing like the first mission that says you can either use the Morgan 3-wheeler, which is DLC, and then the other one is the Reliant Robin, which is in-game. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to go forward. There we go. Oh, I needed to go forward.
What a great place.
Oh, nice. I'm an expert in exploring. That means I'm one rank close to getting another achievement. Now, where's the mission at? Let me check it out. Oh yeah, let me show you this too. I kind of wanted to do this earlier. So you hold B and you get this overall look of the mountain. So even though my current run was just me walking a few feet forward, at any moment you can go to your dotted line and you press X, you get this action list. You can share this ride, so for whatever reason, if I wanted to troll a friend, I could send this challenge to them, like, hey, try to beat this. And it's a 0-point challenge, and he'll probably try to figure out what's happening, and all I did was walk forward. But if you actually do something really sweet, you sharing that challenge or that ride is essentially keeping a ghost forever, and anyone who tries to challenge that will try to beat your ghost. So it's like, I guess it's kind of like a user-generated mission. But what you can also do is check out your replay, and that's where you get to see all of the different camera angles. Like I was talking about the GoPro mode that's kind of facing you instead. Wait, is there a mission here? Let me press start instead. Yeah, navigating the mountain is still kind of annoying. So what I do is press start and start using the bumpers right away. You get a list of all your available missions. It's way easier than trying to navigate. Alright, nice. Oh, that's hard. Not nice. We're gonna go back to the rage. Okay, extreme, fallen rocks. Flying squirrel, extreme, 27 seconds. Derby spring water. That sounds weird. 35 seconds. Damn it. I wish I had something easier unlocked. We're going to try this extreme fallen rocks. 22 seconds challenge. Oh, so they really just removed the second one? That is weird, Barb. That is really strange. Yeah, I think Star Wars, what I could do is I'll just write a bracket like on my my tablet's notepad, I'll make a bracket. And what we'll do is I'll always race in every one of them, just so I can kind of be like that odd man in there to watch the results and stuff like that. I think we could work with that, you know, try to come up with cool ways to do different things on Forza. Alright, let's see. Fallen Rocks. It looks like oh, somebody's retrying a bunch of times. Alright, let's see. 27 seconds. Oh wow, oh wow. That was a tight squeeze. You know something is wrong when you can't even get past the first checkpoint. What? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Alright, a little bit more to the right. Oh, but it's down below? No! So yeah, little by little, you get to learn the way the game is trolling you. So it looks like when I squeeze through, I gotta be way lower. So I gotta try to get to the right and then sink down. Jesus. They weren't kidding when they gave this a hard rating of 3 snowflakes. I still laugh at that. Like, never in my life I've seen a measure of difficulty based on the snowflake system. Like, never. Because normally, like, when you go to any kind of summit, I believe it's rated in diamonds. And black diamond is usually what they rate the harder runs. Oh yeah, I'm definitely up. Oh, you know what? If we have a lot of people playing tomorrow, we can definitely give that a shot. Oh, wow. Alright, so I got past the second checkpoint. So it looks like I gotta just keep on diving, And there goes one. Jesus. Fallen Rocks Extreme. Oh! That was too low. Oh, man. The other guy, he hasn't even jumped. He said, screw that. He's probably raging too. Oh no, he went. Oh, my dead body went through a checkpoint. What cars would we use? I don't know.
In one piece. Could it be worse?
Because I would like to try to do like a heat system where maybe we cycle between 2 or 3 classes. I was still way too high. Alright, focus. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be one of those tough missions that I might be on for hours. Damn it. I was getting close for a while, and now I'm just struggling to get past the first little gap. This is a tight squeeze right here. Oh, I needed to be a little bit like closer to the initial wall to get a better dive. Oh man. I gotta try to figure a way to cut through this little gap as low as possible. Oh, that was too low. That was too low. Good thing this is a 22-second dive. Damn it. Let me try to change the time of day. See if this helps me get the sun out of here. Because I felt like there was times where the glare was blocking my view. Oh. And it came back! What the hell? The sun is back to troll me.
I think that one jarred the fillings from my teeth.
Oh, what? That was even trickier. I'm not gonna lie, there's this one snowboarding mission where I had to get gold by a bunch of sharp rocks. It was really one of the toughest boarding missions out there. I leveled up to, I went from like level 4 to level 15, all based of wrecks and fails. It was bad. Alright, we're gonna quit this one. I'm getting super frustrated. Back to the mountain stories. I got 4 of these. I think we'll milk these for a bit.
Salomon Free Ski are in town to shoot some stuff for their Riders series, just like they do every year.
Oh yeah,
Plan
Star
is to
Wars,
grab
man.
some
It's
footage of you
story of
paragliding
my
over the
life.
Tyrol region, just
It
like
was
we
happening
talked
to me
about.
when I was doing some of
You
those
had a
crazy
chance to take a
midnight
look around the place
races
yet? Beautiful
on
right
Steep
now.
last
A
weekend
real
where
winter wonderland.
I'll have the most
I
flawless
mapped out
run
the
and
flight
mess up
plan,
at the
so all you
end.
have to do is just
But
follow the
after a
route,
near
sit back
perfect
and
run,
enjoy the ride.
it's probably like
Check your gear and
20
give me the nod
trashy
when you're
starts.
set.
Yeah, that's, you know what, Barbara, I think I made that first Fiesta. We ended up using it earlier in a construction yard infected. So I made one in A class. I want to
Okay,
actually make a
whenever
B
you're
class.
ready.
And I think I could possibly get an S1 class Fiesta. That way, when I have those sessions for the Lambo, it doesn't have to be the same thing over and over. Alright, what does this say? Fly and follow the paraglider. Okay. I wish they would just go first.
The air like that, looking down at the mountains and the world below. It's the dream. Everyone wants to fly, to feel that sensation, don't they? For me,
Oh, a new location? I like that, I like that.
paragliding is one of the most simplest ways to turn that dream into
Alright, so yeah,
reality.
there's actually another set of missions that I've never done. Just because I don't like this at all. So there's a whole list of parachuting missions that I have to do. I probably completed 1.5. Maybe. That's just me being generous. And they're tough. Just because of the whole wind thing. Alright, try to follow this person. I wonder if this paraglider is another manifestation. With a rainbow steep glider. Oh, avoid that tree. Yeah, because to me it just sounds like a weird idea of trying to do races, you know, your time, and you have to meet certain goals while you're dealing with the wind. And I don't know if the wind is random each time or if it's a predetermined path that the wind blows for each of the races. That's still something I have to kind of determine once I start playing them.
When you're flying, it's like a
Oh, she's
drug.
doing tricks.
There's really
She's doing
no
tricks.
other way to describe it.
Now how you do
Paragliding
tricks?
is not only my sport and what I choose to
I'm
do,
about to die doing them.
it's
Because to do tricks, you're supposed to hold both triggers,
a
but
lifestyle.
I kind of do the whole swing set thing where I just rock back and forth. I can't do any full-on rotations. And she's on the edge of this mountain. Oh, swing, swing. Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Let's not do that, let's not do that. Alright, there we go. Now where the heck is she? Is that her icon? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get closer to her. Okay, I see her glider again. Try to get a little bit closer. That way I can kind of see her next move instead of trying to guess.
I've flown in places all over the world. The Atacama Desert, that's one of the best locations there is to fly. But here, over Tiro, in the mountains like this, it's my favorite place to be because it's
Interesting.
so peaceful and beautiful from up there in the sky.
So she says she's flown in many places all around the world, and how the mountains are one of her favorite places to fly because it's so peaceful and elegant. So if this isn't a real person I'm following, I wonder if this is like the manifestation of wind itself. Oh, no, no! Jesus. Alright, come on, parachute. I'm happy it didn't fail. Come on, don't do this to me. See, I saw her coming back my way, so instead of fully following her path and then coming up with some speed, I just tried to do a sharp turn.
All right, great work. The guys at Salomon seem really pleased with the footage they shot after I talked to them, so that's good news. I bet we'll be hearing from them again real soon.
It's weird. So the lady disappeared, but it didn't say anything about the mountain, so I wonder if that was just a random person from Salomon. Oh, so it's kind of pushing it, right? So yeah, Barbara, when I first got the Fiesta, I used the auto upgrade just to upgrade it and put it in my garage. Because I didn't want to forget and then have a crappy D class or C class. So yeah, I got it and I put A class. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go in and actually work with it. And I realized there was still a bunch of extra stuff that I could have purchased. So I was wondering if it actually lets me go to a low S1. But there's a chance that it probably does go to S1, but you know, not competitive. Now, before I do this, I actually want to go to Mountain View, see if there might be any locations nearby. Anything that's unlocked or still locked and stuff. Alright, no little eyeballs, so I'm good. But let's see how many more are left. Oh, so I have 9 mountain stories that I need to find. And then the 3 up top. Alright. Matterhorn. Oh. The forest. And Agili Verte? Okay, I'm not sure what the translation is on that. We'll try Matterhorn.
I am nature's heart of darkness, the monstrous menace of man. I've turned dreams into nightmares and hope into despair with my haunting and deadly landscapes. You dare disturb me? I will summon my loyal warriors, fierce armies of wind, rain, sleet, and snow, to crush you and anyone else foolish enough to try and conquer my lands. For I am the untouchable, the immovable. Hundreds, thousands have come before you. and all have knelt before my legendary North Face when confronted with its true and terrible might.
Yeah, this mountain, Matterhorn. I mean, he opened up with the line saying, "I am the heart of darkness." Right then, I knew that this isn't going to be easy. Like, you know, something is up when you go to a summit and everything is black and white. I feel like this is like the gates to hell or something. Alright, so what's my objective? I have 14 checkpoints, I think. It says ride the north face through the checkpoints, 0 out of 14. Yeah, I just wish that was a lot bigger. Because even for an HD game, that text is tiny. Alright, let's see. Let me... Wait, am I actually... I think I was testing the wind. Like, I had my hand up, trying to fill it out. Alright, I just want to come over here before I get on my board. And yeah, this time I'm gonna use the board, not the skis. I feel like this mountain would chew me out if I try to go down there with my skis. Oh. Like, I wonder if the reason it's black and white is because of the altitude, and maybe it's triggering my G-force. Oh no, no. No. Oh, I'm dead. Freaking Matterhorn. That's gonna hurt in the morning. See if I tumble into that checkpoint if I stop. Hey, Stylos, what's happening? Of course I remember you. Wait, did you make a new Twitch too? Or was your Twitch always Stylos? And then you just create the new gamer tag to match Twitch? I'm gonna miss this checkpoint. No. No. Retry. Vicoperally exit. Alright, cool. That's cool. I mean, you know, I think it's often better to have matching user IDs. See, I would love to have like all my social stuff match my gamer tag. It's just I'm real picky with my name, so I hate when I can't put a space in between it. So I don't like it being SON, ALA one word. I don't like it being underscored. I can tolerate hyphens because I've had to deal with that for, you know, longer, so I kind of grew a little used to having SON hyphen ALA. Oh, G-force, slow down. Ah, oh, really, bro? Alright, I gotta try something. No, stop sliding. I can't believe they did that. Yeah, this mountain is no joke. And it was funny because at first I was going to try to do a trick off of this, but there's no room for tricks in this run. Let me see if I can... Nah, yeah, you can't. What I'm going to try to do is hold down most of the time and slow myself as much as possible. Especially through the rocks right here. Rocks and ice is the #1 builder of G-force. More G-force means bailing. And that's still something that kind of gets on my nerves. Come on, stop the tumble. Come on, no, stop it, please. Stop. Why didn't it give me the checkpoint, man? Why? Why? Like, I'm on the verge of tears because of that. know what? Next time I bail, I'm gonna switch to skis. Oh, what? Alright, my G-force is high. Let that bar drop down a bit. Yeah, but I feel like this part is forcing me down the mountain faster than I can drop down my G-force. Oh! No. Come on. Damn it, another miss. So I gotta try to figure a way to exit that mountain or that little descent and make my way far left so I can hit that checkpoint. I hope this helps out, because the trick with skis is you're a lot faster with them, but your G-force climbs up a lot quicker as well. But I feel like there's more dexterity and movement when you're in some tight, narrow spots. So yeah, that was an instant crash. But I still want to, you know, give it a shot. I jump to avoid the rocks and the G-force. Slow down. Turn around. There you go. See, I was able to slow down a little bit more than the boards. Alright, I kind of want to come over here, avoid the rocks. Oh, that was unavoidable. But I think I don't have a huge tumble, so I should still get up. Come on, get up. I feel like rocking. Get up, you bum. Get up. Alright, now where's the next checkpoint at? I think there's 14 of these things. Holy! See, stuff like that. That's when the G-force really pisses me off. Like, I should have been able to stick that. Stylings, no, I don't have Skate 3. I had Skate 1 and 2, never picked up 3. I had a lot of bad moments with Skate servers, especially considering buying Skate 2 when it comes out, just for the game to be unplayable. Excuse me, I had a little build up in my throat. But same thing happened with Skate 3 when that came out. Where I remember I passed, I was like, you know, I'm skeptical, I had my issues, so I'm not gonna buy it. And then I remember seeing a bunch of stuff still posted on the forum since I was still trying to follow it, where right off the bat, the servers were just bad. I mean, I know it's way better now, but I don't know if I'll ever pick it up again. Alright, let's see if I can get this one. I don't know where it lands. Alright, here it is. And I still have this little black and white filter. Okay. No, don't do it, turn. Alright. Slow down. Oh, no. Stay on the left. No, what the? Come on. Give me that. Give me this. Alright. I know I'm screwed here, though. Come on. Make your way to your left. Make your way left. Come on. Don't do this. Oh, no. Wait. I can fall. Nice. Oh, so wait, is Skate 3 now on the EA Access Vault? I know it's been on sale a bunch of times too. I think one thing that might push me into getting it is if the Skate bundle goes on sale, like DLC and everything. Oh, what? Okay, so I have 3 more checkpoints. 12, 13, and 14. But right now I'm by these little ice pillars. I hope I can get it if I go through them. I'm gonna try to go right. because I don't know where the heck that thing is pointing to. Oh, nice, a new drop. I need that. Okay, I think I can get it. My favorite part of the song, when the chests start coming in. Oh yeah, that trick hurt. The G-force went up big time. Come on, calm down, baby, calm down. I'm gonna take this nice and slow. Where's the next one at? Okay, downhill. I wonder if this is gonna lead me to a frozen lake, because that could be good. As long as this little stretch isn't super sketchy. Yeah. But check it out, like it's still with this black and white filter. Like, Matterhorn, dude, what's your problem? Still want to slow down. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, we got one more. I hope it's one more. And it's not that now I'm hitting number 13 and then I have to hit number 14 afterwards. Oh, nice. A new location. I need that. Okay. And I'm going to try to stay right. So we got these little avalanche borders. And yeah, you see those little lines on the right? Oh, another location? Me like me? That means we're kind of hitting the border of the game. Like with the game map. Alright, wait, where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay. Keep it slow, keep it slow. And I want to try to stay as right as possible. Yes!
But know this, champion. I will still be standing here long after you are gone. For I am Matterhorn.
Screw you, Matterhorn. I swear, man. Like, if I ever want to get a kid nightmares, I could just play them the Matterhorn intro. Because his opening monologue was rough, man. Oh, level up? Extreme Rider Legend. Is that 5 stars now? I still can't believe it's still with this black and white filter. It's like, does the sun not shine over the Matterhorn? Alright, let's see what's new from these little spots I've discovered. Alright, I don't think anything is new. So I got more paragliding missions, which I don't want to do. A new mountain stories. Alright, we'll try the forest.
So you're going to be shooting a sequence for this Salomon Free Ski TV, showcasing extreme sports athletes here on Mont Blanc with another one of their guys. Honestly, it's a great opportunity for you to get on people's radar and get noticed. Now, the good stuff. The ride. Oh boy, have their location scouts picked out something special. Snowfall's been heavy, so routes blanketed with fresh powder. Should be smooth sailing for the both of you. Just watch out for those ghost trees on the way down. Need you back here in one piece.
Alright, cool. So I wanted to stop and listen to it here because I know last time when the little intro speech was happening, I started the mission, then it got cut off. So it looks like this one is just a TV shoot or a video shoot with that Salomon company crew type of thing. Alright, what's my objective? Alright, so just follow the rider. Now where's the rider at? You know what? Let me switch to my board. Oh, but he was on skis.
Well, most of the time I come out here alone and ride this line. And it's so peaceful, and the ride down the mountain when the snow is like this is, it's amazing. There's nothing quite like it out here.
Oh, man. I don't know how he jumped that. I tried to do the same exact thing. Like I was playing a game of horse in the snow.
The first time I rode the line, that feeling is probably the best. You feel like you've done something new, something different. And that, to me...
Oh, so Silas is asking, what do I think of the new Xbox update? So yeah, man, like, if today is when you first officially got the new dashboard with the improved speedy guide, I've been using it for about
trying to learn to better myself
3.5 months since I'm in the first wave of the Insider program. I've been using it for quite a while.
This is the place to do it up here.
And for me, it was kind of like a double-edged sword because I'm a huge fan of Snap. Like, I've used Snap for everything from, you know, having it on the right side on Twitch to view the chat, to being able to record certain videos with, I guess, more precision, because I used to be able to hold Snap on the right side, quickly double tap and bring back the game, start the footage, and then when I wanted to. Oh. So that's something I definitely miss. Where did he go?
So much to do.
But besides that, it's way smoother and faster. And I like the more, like the cleaner space on the main dashboard page. Because that means I get to see my wallpaper more instead of seeing that big old icon of the game. That kind of took a little while to get used to. Because it was real cool to have that big picture of your game running in the background. But it looks like that was one of those things that was taking up a bunch of extra resources too. So removing that made the Xbox perform a lot smoother.
I never feel more comfortable than when I'm up here roaming free on the mountain.
I don't know, what's your first thoughts on it so far?
That sense of exploration, of roaming free is really what it's all about for me. Riding the same lines at a ski resort all season can get pretty boring, but out here is far from that. That feeling of exploration you get on a good day it's unlike anything.
Embarrassing.
I think if
you know what, there's actually a lot more cooler features too, like beneath the surface, so it might take a while to notice them. So you know when you're in the dashboard and you go to the section that says My Games and Apps, so when you trigger that, I believe this is new, so you might be seeing it for the first time. You get to see a list of all the games that have pending updates. So when you go to My Games and Apps, you know how normally you see games, apps, and ready to install, stuff like that. So on the bottom you see updates. You go in there, you'll have the little buffer wheel, and then it'll pretty much scan all the games in your library, and then you'll see an icon of the games that need updates.
That finds these amazing places to be the first one to ride the perfect lines, and out here I feel like I can do it.
And you kind of see the same thing when you hit the guide button. So if you were to hit the guide and check out the little gear icon on the bottom, you might see an arrow or number 1. And that's telling you that you have a console update ready to download. So that's something that's really handy for folks in the preview program.
You impressed them with that one. And if no doubt, that ride will be a hit with their viewers. Plus, I get the feeling from what they were saying, they'll be calling us again very soon.
So that was a cheesy monster. It was real simple, even though I wrecked a bunch. But I think right across from me is that one secret race that I was talking about earlier. Let me see. Yeah, the secret challenge. This race is such a troll. Alright, I'm gonna just show you guys once. I'm not gonna commit on trying to beat this again. I just kind of want to show you what I had to deal with for at least 20 minutes or so. So once you hit the ice, you kind of lose all control. So what you gotta do is bounce off of that to try to go left. and then shuffle across. I already messed up. My ghost is doing better than me. But the thing is, like, it's definitely trial and error / luck based. So I gotta kind of go here to bounce in another direction, and then start waddling my way. But as you see, the angle I hit that rock was just horrible, and I'm doing a complete 180, and I'm back to the start. So this is one of those things where it's not even in your control, and it sucked. So there's at least like, I believe that stream actually made its way to YouTube, so there's about like 20 plus minutes of me trying to do that. Alright, so I have one more mountain challenge left. Agili Verte, and it's hard. 3 snowflakes. Yeah. Nah, it was really rage-inducing. Cause I mean, I'm not claiming to be the best. I'm barely, you know, good. But to have absolutely no control over a timed event, it sucks.
Well, well, well. Who be this morsel brave enough to disturb our rest? Another soul who believes themselves fearless enough to battle cruel, heartless environments and lines filled with jagged rocks that slice like razors. We doubt it very much. We are the sisters, oldest time itself and home to Smith's steep, chaotic and grueling even for the best. We offer the toughest of trials, guaranteed to put even the greatest of skills to the test. If you fail, we will swallow you whole. But...
Oh wow, another interesting monologue. I mean, it didn't make me crap my pants like Matterhorn did, but it looks like this manifestation is a group of sisters who, if I fail, they'll swallow me whole. Wow. So what does this one say? Ride and follow your friend. I have a friend in here? Alright. Come on, friend. Don't leave me this way. Come on, he barely even started. Kind of friend. He made me go first. Oh, but he's flashy with those ski moves. And I'm not flashy at all. But yeah, I think it's so funny how, you know, I was filling a bunch of Matterhorn, and then I gave the skis a shot, and first attempt. Oh, this dude, he's living on the edge. Yeah, he has a pretty impressive line. I just pulled the lethal weapon Murtaugh. He's too old for this stuff. Oh, I think my butt hit the rock. And like she said, rocks as sharp as razors. Yeah, he was definitely scared. Oh, I got this challenge called Stare KO in the face. I don't know what that means. Alright, he's on the other side of this. I hope I can still meet up with him. Alright. Oh, wait, was that it? Oh no, first objective. Now it says paraglide and follow your friend. Okay, friend. But I bailed like a couple of meters past him, so I'm gonna have to go back on foot. Ah, that's not cool. Yeah, that's a long ways away. I think I'm screwed again. A wrong button. So where the hell is my friend at? Alright, I'm gonna try to... Wait. Oh, I didn't even restart. So I held Y to start my last run, but it did absolutely nothing. So I gotta go here, paraglide. Is there something I can go to? It's weird because I think he ended up going back to the summit. So I wonder if all three parts have you, you know, starting from the top of the same summit and then taking off. Alright, here we go, friend. Oh, got some little frozen tundras down there. Feel like I need a bird's eye view of them. Yeah, but this, I don't know how I feel. Like, the game is definitely tough, but they do take it easy on you. Because imagine if I had to take the same exact line that dude took on his skis. Because that guy was a pure adrenaline junkie. Stuff he was doing on that edge of that spire, I was really impressed. Alright, he's down there. And that's the thing, Star Wars. It kind of made me feel like he was scared. But I think it was one of those situations where, you know, you got a buddy who might smell or taste something nasty, but then they try to get you to smell or taste said item. So I think it was one of those situations where he knew that this mountain was no joke, but he can take it. He just wanted to see how I was going to take it first. So he let me go, he let me fail, and then he just pulled out all the stops. Like taking jumps that I could even imagine. I gotta be careful, because what is he gonna do? Oh wow. What the heck is he? Oh, really? Just to turn around? This guy's showing off for us. Like, you know how sometimes you got... Oh, did he land? Did he land? Yes. But I was gonna say, you know how sometimes you get that one guy who wants to come on stream and then show you up and pull out all the stops? So, imagine how embarrassing it is when it's an AI who's doing it. Alright, it says wingsuit flying and follow your friend. So where did he go? Oh, so he went back to the summit. Alright, cool. Silo says, I bought this game, played it once, and got a refund. Oh, wow. So yeah, you weren't feeling it then. It wasn't your cup of tea. Truth is, I bought this game day one. I had it pre-ordered. I just didn't play much because I was still in the middle of other I'm tongue-tied, of other things. Like, mainly The Division. I was still grinding Forza, but most importantly, I think I was playing Watch Dogs first. and then I started playing in Dead Rising, because I think I bought these 3 games back to back. They came out within a week of each other. Come on, guy. Am I stuck on something? There we go. So yeah, like my main focus were really on Watch Dogs and Dead Rising, because you know Watch Dogs was a really great game. I ended up liking that a lot more than the first one. He's in his dino suit. I think I have a dino suit. Let's check. Oh, he already took off. Alright, let's go to riders, costumes. Oh, nice. I got some serious loot. Almost 84,000. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a unicorn? What the hell? A weird rabbit. Alright, bumblebee. What is that? It kind of looks like a deranged Muppet from an acid trip. A Spider-Man? The man spider? Giraffe? Oh, Anna the panda? Evil bunny. That's Matterhorn right there. Evil bunny. And we got some glow suits. Alright, let's check out the wingsuits. What else we have? So yeah, I bought the vampire suit. It's called Vampire Wingsuit. And then I bought this dragon. I think I'm gonna use the red dragon since he's using green. And then there's a few cool ones for nighttime events where they actually glow. So I think I unlocked the white neon suit or the white glow suit, and then I ended up buying the orange one since that's the closest thing to red. What else we have? A bat suit, like a legit bat. And I feel like this is like the perverted skydivers use. So you have a imp suit in black and purple and a red imp. It kind of reminds me of Neo Tengu, if you guys ever played Dead or Alive 5 last round. Just like one of those Neo Tengu suits. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna dragon suit this with him. Oh yeah, he's already down the mountain. So this whole time I was paused, he was probably flying about. Yeah, you know what? I think there's a few exceptions for refunds. Like if a game is incredibly horrible, they'll give you refunds, no questions asked. Like the best example is Homefront: The Revolution. It's a pretty bad game. It needed a lot of help, and I think everyone knew it was bad. The company probably tried to be slick and get away with it. And day one, Microsoft issued a whole bunch of refunds for those digital purchases. I actually stuck with it. Like I'm the type of guy where I'll play a game. If it's crappy, I don't care. But the main reason I bought it was because Homefront took place in my city. And I was like, you know what? I want to see if they do my city any justice. But the game itself wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible. It was just plain and boring. Like, it's an open world game, but it was kind of like following that style of Just Cause, Mad Max, Shadow of Mordor. Now we have Ghost Recon, where you get this open area, and then you have like the same style of missions that you just complete, and then you move forward.
You have passed our tests and completed our challenges. So from this moment on, you have rightfully earned our respect.
You know it, Stylos.
Yours to explore while we wait for a new challenger.
And the funny thing is, I ended up liking the game though. Like the story itself, it was pretty cool. Since I don't play first-person shooters, I didn't have like all this other hype, or I wasn't jaded by other top-notch FPSs. So it's not like I had anything to compare with. Alright, what else we have? So yeah, that's it for mountain stories. I'm screwed. So all of my available mountain stories are done. I have some stupid paragliding missions. Wait, there aren't too many. So what's this? 9, 10, 11 overall. I have gold on 2, silver on 1. Wingsuit missions. Okay, there's still 4 that are locked. And 7 that I need to complete. Or complete. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Mountain view. Try to zoom out. Scope out the area. I want to see if there's any suspicious looking places. You know, maybe there's a spot that has an eyeball that I might have found but never walked to. Maybe there's an area that you see some landmarks that look like it might have an event, but there's nothing there because you haven't been there. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm at that point where I might have found it all that I can find on my own, you know, from natural exploration. So yeah, so far no eyeballs. Alright, back to the wingsuit missions. Damn it. Alright, we'll try this one out. It says medium, but it's a minute 36. It's a race. Damn it. GoPro Sky. Frozen Rock? Frozen Roach?
Most jumpers dream about competing on this line, but only the best have attempted it. You're going to be
nice.
through
An hour
rocky
or 2
canyons,
away.
passing over
So
extreme
is that
snow faces, and
New
hitting an
York
ice field
or
right at
deep
the end.
in
So
Jersey?
it's going to push reflexes and stress
Baltimore?
level to the max. But I guarantee it's going to make a hell of a video.
GoPro, be a hero. So this is like a shameless plug. Alright, medium. I don't like this already. More diving in between boulders and rocks and sharp angles. And I missed the first checkpoint. Come on. Wait, I know this mission. I've done this mission a bunch of times. Damn it, this is only medium? So yeah, my cousin, he's been doing this mission for many hours, right? He finally beats it. He was 1/100th of a second away from gold, and he was heartbroken, devastated, all of that craziness. Yeah, I have a problem with one checkpoint where I just can't see where the orange is at. And it's just after this little needle threading. I can't see it. And it pisses me off. Like, where the hell is it? Damn, it's down low. And that was a pretty nice run. I would love to get gold on this mission. Alright, thread the needle. Oh! I'm amazed I didn't sack tap that stone. Okay, so this one is low. There we go, it's got it. Where the hell is this one at? I can't see it. I can't. Alright. Alright, where we at? Where we at? Alright, I see it. Where's this one at? Holy no, what the? Alright, Jesus. I didn't even see that crap. Oh, time is ticking on me? Come on, don't do this. Why are you ticking? Where's it at? Where's it at? Silver?
Nice.
134,599. What's the goal time?
So let's shake that off and go for gold here.
I honestly, that last ring, I didn't even see it. So you ever see like in the circus how they have a ring of fire and tigers normally jump through that? So that's all I saw. So the last checkpoint, I had one of those, you know, ring of fires minus the fire. And I'm guessing the checkpoint was somewhere around it, and I completely didn't even see it. So what's the time? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So wait, I had 134... was it 559? And it's 134.21. My best is, come on, what's my damn best score? Alright, let's just try it. I never had a run that like that on this mission. Yeah, yeah, Silas, so just a ring. Pretty much just a ring. Alright, cool. In Lancaster, not bad. Alright, it's all good, Star Wars nerd. Definitely catch you next time, buddy. And yeah, we'll definitely we'll work out a drag event, a drag tourney listing. See what's the best method for, you know, a fair competition. Yeah, we could definitely work on that tomorrow, man. Have a good night. See, I'm kind of trying to push it. Like, I have never been able to make one of the new 4 a.m. Forzadons. Last time I made it, but I fell asleep. Like, I think I fell asleep like at 4:02.
Well, at least
and
I'm still intact.
yeah, that's the end of the story. Like, I was trying to stay up till 4 a.m. I managed to fall asleep a little bit sooner, or a little bit early. I woke up at 4, turned on the game, had my controller in my hand, and I just passed out. So I think it was like an hour was spent with me kind of like in a half sleep mode, not able to complete anything. Ah, I missed it. I wonder if this red dragon suit was good luck. Oh! No, that wasn't good luck. I should have tried cut left. There we go. A last second dodge. Oh, damn it. I was pushing it. Because with a loss like that, I'm kind of trying to push certain sections, try to get through them faster than before. I'm definitely going to try to have a faster descent. Without hurting my sack on these boulders. Oh! Alright, so this one was low. I gotta remember that. Okay, I see it this time. Oh! I nearly didn't clear it. Alright, where the hell is this one at? I see it. Alright, this one is kind of through this Stonehenge thingy. Oh! Damn it, I missed it. Alright, so is that 3:30 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. Like, if you see me on, I'll probably be on Forza. If I'm not on it, just send me a message and then I'll try to get on again. And yes, Stylo's Forge-a-thon, it normally starts 4 a.m. Eastern now, so 4 a.m. on a Friday. Ah, I'm way low. What am I doing there? So I think what I'm gonna try to do is hopefully get gold on this bad boy. Is the last thing I can probably possibly try to do, and then take a little break. But I feel like if I stop playing this, I might just pass out. But yeah, like if I get gold, I'll wrap it up with that. Cause yeah, over the weekend when I was streaming on Beam, I kept on doing more than I should have. Like I'll get gold, I was happy as hell because it was a tough mission, but then I'll start another mission, and I'm the type of person where I don't really want to quit. So I kept on making it hard on myself. Like each mission I would try would add about 30 minutes or so to the stream. Alright, dive a bit, dive a bit. I just switch to the left. There we go. Alright, get down on this. Where the hell is this one at? I feel like this is a weird one. Okay, this was a little bit high, so I kind of wasted time right there. The way I was hovering around. Alright, where's this one at? I see it. What the? Oh. Man. That was close. That was real close. Alright, let's try this again. Oh wow, I was too low. And this is what happens, you know, you have a pretty decent run, and then it gets to you, man. It eats away on the back of your mind. Then you start doing horribly for the next few attempts. Oh damn! Decapitated from that one. Honestly, I'm happy that this one is time related and not score related. Because this exact run score related might be hard as hell. You don't really go to school, so you should be good. That sounds good then. Now wait, do you mean for tonight or for tomorrow though? That's the one thing I didn't get. Was that 3 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon? Ah, sack tap. Alright, no decapitation this time, please. I used to have a bunch of issues trying to make this one right here. Alright, so this one is low to the ground. Oh, what? Like, that was one of those situations where I hit the ground nuts first. Damn it. Okay, 3:30 p.m. All right. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, this one is really taking its toll on me. I feel like me and my family have history against this mission. What? No, that was a deceiving angle. And yeah, tomorrow I gotta download WWE 2K17 for that free trial. I want to make my character. I want to bring back my MMA character from 2K16. Oh, that was close. I was kind of high. Alright. Come on, really? That was not cool. Alright. Another one. I need that DJ Khaled soundboard. Every time I retry, another one. And another one. I blame Bleed for that. We used to always play the Division not last stand survival. And every time we found some special boxes, he'll say that. Like, oh crap, we got another one. And he'll be like, another one. Another one. Alright. Don't mess up, but don't climb too high. Ooh, that was close. What? I got robbed. Highway robbery. Wait, I almost retried a full start? Like from the standing position? Yeah, that was rough. Alright, next attempt I'm gonna change the playlist. See if different music can help me out. So that quick little move I just did, that's with the right thumbstick. You can do these quick jerks, left, right, up, and down with the right stick. So I find that it kind of helps with these last moment desperation jerks. But I feel like it doesn't really do nothing, but except for those moments where you're cutting it close. Alright, got that one. Try to free fall a bit more, get there faster. Where the hell is it at? Alright, I see it. Alright, this one is through here. Alright, didn't want to sack tack the ice. Where's this one at? Alright, I see it. This one's the tricky one. It kind of cuts in between these ice boulders. No, it's not that tricky one. Maybe it's this one. Oh, what? No, 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 no. Oh. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? You hear it ticking? You hear it ticking? Oh! Oh, the ring! The ring! The ring! Alright, I gotta watch this replay real quick. Let's see, action list. Wait, it says watch replay, but I don't see something to watch it. Or is it this full? Alright, so from the start, let me fast forward this crap. So me and this mission is like the Hatfields and McCoys. Oh wow. Oh crap, the clouds are rumbling outside. Looks like it's about to start thundering. Alright, yeah, see you again, Star Wars. Definitely have a good night. Alright, so I want to see this. Because it looks like there's a ring by, or there's a checkpoint by the ring, the fireless ring, but then there's another checkpoint after it. And it's weird because the first time I passed a mission, I don't remember seeing that one at all. And it kind of sucks. They don't show me checkpoints here in this replay. What the hell? So this whole checkpoint or replay watch was pointless. I kind of want to see where I went wrong. See what I can do. Because this is the moment where the time was ticking. And I panicked because I'm just gliding. I'm not going fast at all. Oh, slow motion for me. How do I rewind this? Oh, Jesus. This was bad. Alright, so the key to making this is flying through the ring. Alright, now I know if I make it through the ring, I'll make it through the next checkpoint. Alright. Change the playlist like I mentioned. Options, sound. No more chill. What do we have? Zikali, rock, hip hop, electro, chill. I'm gonna leave it on none because I think none gives us random or specific music or music tied to specific events. So we'll give this a shot. I know I did this one Valkyrie, or I just kind of gave away. I did this one flight suit mission, and when I forgot to put a playlist and it was on none, it had Flight of the Valkyries playing. Ooh, piece of crap. Piece of crap. So yeah, I missed the ring again. I was too low. I was caught in a position where I was gliding and I was losing time, so I tried to speed in, but I ended up going way too low, and I was on the bottom right side of the ring this time. So by the time I passed that checkpoint, I didn't have enough room to pull up and hit the last checkpoint. And I feel like that could have been it. Oh, I can't turn my thumbstick. Not good. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So I'm playing with my regular white controller from GameStop with the Lunar White. So my thumbstick has some severe stick drift. It kind of happened from, playing a bunch of, Forza and drifting around. So while I was playing this last weekend, there was a whole bunch of events that I thought was going to be impossible to do just because, the stick drift was severe and it was preventing me from turning right most of the time. But I managed to kind of persevere through them. So far today, the stick hasn't been bothering me at all. Except for, oh damn, I missed it. Except for that one moment right there where I had tried to turn right and I just wouldn't budge. Alright. I'm gonna try to focus some more. Because the more I talk, the more I tend to miss things. All I have to say is holy hell. That was close. Piece of trash. Star Wars said he just got a burst of energy, so he'll stay for a while. Oh man. Isn't that the worst though? When you're trying to go to bed and then you get this sudden burst of energy? It's not even a second win, it's like your fourth win. And it keeps you up. I was really hoping that would have been the run to do it, because I had like this one near miss, and it was awesome. Oh really? I thought I was gonna clear that. Damn it, not enough height. Alright, double hit this. That's the thing, I don't want to commit to a super deep dive because I'll definitely fly underneath the ring. Almost missed that. So far this run is kind of sloppy, I'm not liking it. Oh! Jesus! I didn't even see that ring. Oh man, I missed it. I'm having problems seeing these flowy rings. Try that time of day. Like, I feel like the colors don't work well with each other. Like orange rings with the bright blue sky sometimes. So Barber says he's gonna be up until Force 9 is complete. Oh man, I think I might be up until this is complete. Cause I know, like, let's say if I was just to say, alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm not gonna get any sleep. This is gonna be burning a hole in the back of my mind. And it's driving me insane. Alright, cool, yeah, Stylos, if you want. Just send me an Xbox message with the name of the song. That way I can listen to it. Cause otherwise I'll definitely forget. Alright, let's give this another go. Just need to meditate and get myself together. Maybe it's time for that chill playlist to come back. Aw, really? And that KO symbol had like a dead goat. What the hell is that about? Oh, I feel like I'm really, really low. Really, really low? Oh man, Barbara. So there's this one time a few years ago on the PS3, I was playing, well, first off, you know the series Samurai Warriors from, you know, Koei. So Capcom, they have their own version called Sengoku Basara, and it's kind of based on the anime too. And it's pretty much the same exact thing. It's Capcom's version of Samurai Warriors. It used to be called Devil Kings and it was a fighting game, but then they started making Sengoku Basara, and that was, you know, the hack and slash style. So I'm playing on the PS3, and there's this one mission in Kyushu where I'm fighting, what is his name? Shimazu, I forget his first name. So he's like this big dude. He's like one of those characters that looks almost identical in both versions of the games, like in Koei's and Capcom. So I'm fighting him, and this is on hard as well, because I was trying to do something specific to unlock the next person. So on my second or third attempt, I'm about to beat his ass, and my controller dies on me. But the PS3 did this thing much different than the Xbox, where on the Xbox 360, a lot of games, when your controller dies on you, it just pauses the game. So Sengoku Basara, it didn't pause the game. My controller died, it kept on going, I was beating his ass, but because of that, that one moment where my controller died, Shimazu unleashes his ultimate attack and just destroys me, like in a blink. Like, I was pissed, outraged. The mission took like 20 minutes. I turned off the game and went to bed. I spent the whole night angry, like just thinking about it, and I really lost sleep over it. Like, I was upset. But yeah, I hate games that don't pause when your controller dies. It's understandable for online situations, but come on. It's 100% purely single player. There's no reason for the game to keep going. That was close. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing crap on time. No! So I beat it. I get a new personal record of .476. What's the damn mission requirement? I think it was .29. Or no, .21, so I wasn't that close. Alright guys, give me one quick second. I need to grab a drink. My throat's a little parched. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Had to obey my thirst. Shameless plug. Alright, so I didn't want to do the typical chugging over the mic. But yeah, I don't know if you heard about the stylos. So I was talking about this before where in Philly we have like the sugary drink tax. And soda is kind of like a high commodity now. It kind of sucks. Like people are outraged like the tax prices are more than the actual cost of the bottles themselves. They were saying like you can go to a store and try to buy like a gallon of iced tea that they sell, and the tax will be probably 1.5 times more, or I guess, yeah, 1.5 times or 2.5 times more than the price of the gallon itself, which is wild. So yeah, like I joked about it, but it's legit. Hopefully the cops don't come knocking on my door, but we've been doing some bootlegging missions and driving across city limits to pick up, you know, any types of beverages at regular price. It just sucks because sometimes there's some sometimes you go a little bit longer in between road trips. All right, try to get this crap. The thing, like a minute break, and I'm doing this horribly.
I'll be okay.
My guy Ruben was giving me a pep talk. He's like, stay on your feet, and you'll do this. Oh, went under it. Not cool. Oh wait, so did New York end up doing it too? Because I remember people were upset, and I think it's like they're saying that it's like the first major city to initiate it. I know New York had a crazy tax on cigarettes when I was younger. Like, my uncles used to buy a bunch of cigarettes, and then one time over the summer, he just flipped out. He was pissed because the price nearly tripled. Then it took a few more years for that to kind of carry over in my city where cigarettes were taxed. But yeah, like, I know there's a few other, you know, smaller cities that had this sugary drink tax going on for a while too. But I'll tell you this, man, you don't know you're addicted until you go like 2 weeks without it, and then that first sip of your favorite drink feels like crack on your gums. Like, that's how you know it really is an issue. So like, in theory, it's a good plan, you know. It's better for the kids that are growing up now. You know, they don't get hooked on these crazy drinks, especially while they're in schools and stuff. It just sucks for, you know, everyone else who's an adult. Alright, where's it at? Where's it at? Can't see it. Alright. I gotta figure out where could I make some speed up at. Because you know it sucks when you're less than a second, you know, away from that gold time. Like, what the heck are you doing wrong? What can you do better to make up fractions of a second? Alright, let's see. Ah, oh, come on. Okay, so in New York they did any container over 8 ounces of soda has a tax. Alright, so the way they're doing it here is you're getting taxed per ounce. So that's what's making things go crazy. So that's where the outrage was at. Where, depending if you catch a sale in store or not, a 2-liter soda can range anywhere from $3 to $5 for a single 2-liter, just because it was taxed by ounce. The only thing is I don't know the exact cents that they or the exact amount that is being taxed, but it sucks. Alright, Star Wars, I'll see you this time for good. And then Stylo says, I bet you lying. Yeah, you ain't tired, man. You ain't tired. And dude, so this is a crazy thing too, man. So, like Pepsi, they're kind of fed up. They were trying to veto it, and they ended up shutting down their plants, not their plans, their plants, because they're not able to meet the demands anymore, or I guess the demands that are needed aren't enough to keep them running efficiently, since, you know, almost everyone has just stopped buying it. So they were trying to take the city to court and whatever. They shut down a lot of their warehouses and bottling sites. Pretty much, I think it was like 2,000 to 3,000 jobs were lost from Pepsi. But the good thing is that even though the tax is definitely OP, they didn't go overboard. So there's still things that are naturally sweetened that aren't affected by the taxes. So stuff like legit orange juice you can still get at the regular prices, you know, so that's not taxed. I don't even see it. There we go. Okay. And then the same thing with like those fitness waters, those are taxed heavily. Like, this is pretty much everything, man. Oh no! Jesus. Yes, Tyler, time is going too slow, man. Failing this damn mission over and over. What do you guys think? Keep trying this one or try to fail a different mission? Let me look at the map real quick. So yeah, there's 6 other missions for wingsuits. Or do you want to see some of the paragliding missions? Like, these things are weird. Try to fail a different mission. Alright, that sounds good. And don't be a hero, Zen Green Ranger. Alright, my analog stick was pulling to the left. Alright, let's see. We have a hard parachute mission. Another hard one. Easy. Alright, I might go with that journey mission. I gotta learn it, so that's medium. Medium. Hard, shit. What's this one? Medium. And then locked we have hard is medium. Alright, let's try this journey. And this is the part that gets me, guys. So these parachute missions, they're long as hell. So it's kind of like the contrast between this and the wingsuit mission I was doing earlier, where I gotta be perfect for 20 seconds. It's a hard challenge, and you know, there was a whole bunch of rocks, but there's only 20 seconds of perfection that's needed. This is the exact opposite, where you need to be perfect for 2 minutes. Now, we'll give this a shot. And it's weird, so they give us a little line to follow. So it's like, if I take that line, I'll get gold. But it's easier said than done. Only because I'm a noob at the, you know, paragliding. Like, I still don't understand the mechanics on these. Do a hard parachute? Yeah. See, I can clearly say that for the parachute missions, I definitely need to try them, like work my way up on difficulty. For the other ones, I didn't mind starting on hard first and then going to medium and easy. But yeah, I really gotta understand the best way to do these. Oh. And yeah, this was easy, man. So the wind pushed me up, and this guy just started off fast as hell. Like, it's like he has the line of his life, and I'm struggling trying to, you know, mimic this. Wow, come on. That was a sturdy branch. Yeah, it's way different than the parachuting in GTA. See, like, even right here, I felt like I've been doing great. But the ghost, man, he left me in the dust. Alright, I hit my first checkpoint. Look, he does all this extra stuff just to climb up. And there's no music playing. What the hell? Oh, I remember this. I tried doing this once before. I remember the side of this mountain. Yeah, this is weird. I don't get what's happening. And now the wind is gonna push me up. I wish I could just cut right. But I feel like the wind is only on the face of the mountain. Let's see if I can still get this damn silver. Nope. I'm going for bronze now. Yeah, this is rough, man. Oh yeah, Barber, that three-wheeler is weird. Or the super van is weird. Like, I tried beefing it up. It was too OP. I even tried nerfing it a bit to like a slower B class with some tuning to kind of keep it stable, and it's still rough. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around how to, you know, get it to be perfect. Funny thing is, I think Blake, one of the kids that always joins us, he kind of made a pretty decent tune where it takes off, is nice and fast and it's steady. But the Morgan three-wheeler is kind of on the same boat where it's kind of best to just keep them stock. So keep them stock and drive manual. You'll probably have a better chance or a better time controlling it than someone who kept the stock on automatic. I want to see if there's another skydiving with points instead of the timer. Alright, Derby, 2,500 points. We'll give this one a shot for a little bit. Alright, so this is called spring water. I'm trying to get myself together. Oops, already. So I gotta go underneath that. And it's a bone collector, so yeah, you're gonna be bringing a lot of bones, crashing a bunch. Jesus. I wonder what's the total for gold. It says 2,500 for silver. Ah. So I'm guessing this is from the electronic playlist. Oh no! That was deeper than I thought. Ah. I started to dive too quick. The sucky part is that I don't know what the time frame is on this. So I can't judge if it's going to be a long race to get 2,500 or a short race.
I think that one jarred the fillings from my teeth.
Wait, was this Silos? Is this part of your Mother Russia bit, or is this something else? Or is all my crashing one of those son I am disappointed type of things? Yeah, I missed that one. Let me just try to see where the rest is gonna take me. Alright, so that's one needle to be thread. And that's the other checkpoint. Is that the finish line? It is the finish line. Alright. So it's not that long. It's just whatever the score is. I want to say 7,000 is probably the gold score. Oh no, silver is 10,000? We change suits. Maybe a wardrobe change might help me. I mean, I don't want another dragon suit. I got one. We have the bat. Realistic bat suit. Was this wacky superhero wingsuit? Let me check out the backside. What's this? Superhero wingsuit. Is this Batman but with... I think it is a Batman, like a literal Batman. Because of the ears. It kind of looks like this but shorter. I don't know. What else? What can I buy? Flying squirrel. You know, I'll go with the vampire. Try that again. Oh, 1 hour to go. Oh, man. Ah, I missed it. I flew under it. Alright, gold is 16,000. I think gold is doable. Because if I got 11,000 from that section, I should be able to make it. It's just a matter of, you know, not crashing. Oh, wow. And I already had gold, I believe. Oh. So I gotta remember that for that little dive, stay towards the right and make a sharp right angle. So yeah, the car that's being added is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, and they're also giving us a free Subaru Brat. I just found out that it's called the Brat because I've been calling it the Brat, kind of like a bratwurst. But yeah, it's the Subaru Brat Horizon Edition. It's kind of one of the more basic Horizon Editions in the game. But yeah, that was as close as I got so far. So I'm hoping I can make it. Like if I can beat this one, I'll end the stream and just switch to Forza. And we can try to do Forza Con now if you guys want. Oh, mother! Jesus. But damn, there is still an hour to go. An hour on Forza waiting is a long time. That one is a little bit more to the left. So I'm going to try to start off on the right and then veer left. And then for the last one, I'll start off on the left and veer right. Ah, no. I got to be more left to begin with. Not enough time to cut in. Whoa, you kidding me? Alright, yeah, I'll type that in. So yeah, have you ever seen the... Oh, thank you, Barbara, thank you. So yeah, have you ever seen the Need for Speed movie with Aaron Paul, the guy, one of the guys from Breaking Bad? I believe that's the car that Dino was using. I can't remember. But it's in the game. I mean, it's in the movie. I've only seen it once. I know he drove the Koenigseggs at first. They got wrecked. And then he has a Shelby that he's tuning, and it's faster than what it's recordedly ever been, you know, tuned to reach. And then I can't remember if Aaron Paul ends up using the Sesto Elemento or Dominic Cooper, who plays Dino, uses that car. I think I scooped up too much. Yeah, it was spoilers. Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright, let's see if I can get it. Damn it. With 14,000 points, come on. I gotta make this, man. I'd be mad if the time I do make it, I have like the crappiest point score. Ah, again, same spot. Alright, I'm gonna give myself some motivation and tap the A button when I respawn. Oh, there he goes.
Can somebody offer me a real challenge here on the mountain? You're disturbingly bad at this.
So yeah, if you double tap A, you'll say something negative. So it's kind of funny to double tap A next to other real players. Ooh wee. Come on, what? Like the way I'm hitting that boulder is pissing me off. Damn it. Not a fan of cars getting wrecked. It's weird because I don't like it either. Like cars getting wrecked for the sake of getting wrecked, it sucks. But if it happens like in a dramatic sequence, I think it's more tolerable. Like kind of like in music videos. I remember back in the day, MTV used to do making the video, and they used to have some episodes where they would destroy vehicles just for the sake of it, and that was stupid. Damn, this thing is getting me, man. Yeah, Styles. People used to say that to me. I kind of had a bad rep on Project Gotham 2 because of that. Ah, way too high. Look at that, I already had gold before then. On paper, it doesn't seem too hard. It's just me, you know, me and my mistakes. Like, this one's doable. Oh, man. Like this, I get too much air on the way back up. Jesus. Oh man. This guy looks like he's coming in more from the right side.
I'll be up
Oh, the game is lagging on me? Yeah, I'm gonna try to follow this guy's line right there. Try to follow it through this first tunnel. Or not the first one, the second tunnel. Cause yeah, like the trail kind of goes close to the right edge. Like he's barely missing the right edge. But man, that's a risky, like a risky maneuver he's doing, avoiding that one tiny rock on the right. Wait, are you talking about the moose on Twitter? Did you see the cat? Nah. Cause yeah, I saw he ended up tweeting the cat, and then I retweeted it. All I'm saying is, you know something is up when there's a feature to hold Y and instantly start over.
I think that one jarred the fillings from my teeth.
Yeah, that was like the best one so far, but there was no way I was fitting in between that crack. Think, man, only 16 minutes has passed. This is not cool. Oh, so painful, so painful. Yeah, even though that run was kind of almost there, I think my score was low. I was nowhere near 16,000. So that's gonna suck when it happens. Like the moment I actually get to the end and not get the score. Just got an in-game accolade called Crash Test Dummy. Jesus. Oh, so usually B is what you get? Wait, so is your Fiesta, you're gonna keep it stock? Damn it. Picked up again. Like after that 1 second ring, I keep on pulling down, or you know, holding down to pull up. So I'm getting scared of the boulders, but I recover after pulling up, but I don't have enough room to start diving again.
Well, at least I'm still.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it to at least 4 o'clock, Barber. So that way, if anything, if we're still up, we'll just have a quick session with 3 1-minute races or 3 1-minute party games, you know, of Infected, just to get the Elemental right away. But yeah, this mission is taking a toll on me. So far, at least 20 minutes of failures. And here's the tradition of, you know, every time I do well to almost make it, I'm followed by like 20 crappier runs where I just die in the beginning, and it sucks. Jesus. Ah, okay. Oh, that's right, and that's 3 races. You know what? We'll test out the drag races for that. That's what I normally do. Ah, really? That little... Man. They don't make it easy for you. Oh, I can't believe I thread the needle, but I missed it. That's what I've been trying to do all these other attempts, but the ring is just below it. Yeah, that was too wild right there, man. God.
Need to respect the mountain. You're getting on my nerves. When did you learn to handle yourself? Yesterday?
Again. Like, if that little rock was a bit shorter, I feel like I would be able to get that descent all the time. I'm trying to steady myself up. That's all good. Because honestly, I would like the perfect goal would be to always get it early in the morning. That way tomorrow I don't have to, you know, waste any time on it and I can do whatever. Because what I always do too is for Thursdays, I always try to stay up as much as I can to try to make it easier for me Friday night, so I'm not feeling it at work. Ah, damn, I climbed again. Like, I always try to use Thursday as a readjuster, and it'll keep me going for the weekend. And then Monday I'll just crash and then get used to waking up early for a few days. Holy crap, I got that! Holy... Oh, you son of a bum. Son of a bum. I used to do it more often before, like when Sunset Overdrive was still popular. I used to just use that, and that used to help me a lot.
That really hurt.
Like I'll finish like watching them stream. I'll probably grab something to eat, and then I'll just play Sunset Overdrive, Chaos Squad all night long, and that used to help me to stay up. Oh, you piece of crap. And my score was 26,000 and change. Yeah, I just need more practice on that second to last checkpoint. Because there's a crazy dive, and then I gotta pull up. But on the left side is blocked by mountains, and I can't really see that until it's too late. Alright, I gotta try to remember to take it to the right. The only thing is, on the right, you can see that little avalanche border thingy. So like if I do go right, I need to be high enough to dodge it. Yeah, I'm doing stupid stuff now. Ooh. Hell to yes! Yeah! Oh, that felt great. Man. So I tried to make a quick clip of that, but the Twitch clip is too short. It didn't have the full run. So what I'm gonna have to do is try to download this whole damn video and clip it. Oh, that was good. It only took 27 minutes and what, 200 deaths? So you know I'm gonna torture myself, right? Alright, Fallen Rocks is just crazy. I say F Fallen Rocks. Let's try Stunt Flyer. It says 2 stars. Dude, like, right there, it felt like everything was lined up perfectly. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, where a lot of these wingsuit races are pretty cool when it's like a sub 30-second event, because all you gotta do is be perfect for, you know, 25 seconds. You could get lucky at one time and be perfect for 25 seconds, but being perfect for a longer amount of time is way harder. I kind of had that realization when I was playing The Elder Scrolls. I know I always talk about this one thing called Veteran Maelstrom, and I used to be stuck on that for years, man. And there was this one meta on that game where everyone was using a magic sorcerer, and it was the stupidest character build I've ever seen, but somehow they managed to stack criticals and stuff like that. And the only move you really had at your arsenal was charging your fire staff for medium and then pressing X to shoot a magical special move. So you're pretty much circulating these 2 moves while trying to heal yourself and keep a shield active. The only thing is, doing that wasn't doing high damage numbers, so it was pretty much a long dance of you trying to dance around, dodging stuff, and just chipping away with those 2 moves over for as long as it took to kill the enemy. And that was rough. So I got to the final boss. Like the Maelstrom was 9 waves, and each wave had or 9 arenas, and each arena had about 5 waves, but the last one had 6, and that boss round was just crazy. So you just get ambushed at first, and then if you manage to get it, the second part of the mechanics were even crazier. So then earlier this year, I think like early February, I created a brand new character, and since he was way more stronger, he had better output of damage, more critical damage, and a higher critical chance. So I was able to get through everything way quicker because it was a character more on my style of in-your-face action. So I was able to always, you know, be aggressive. And that really helped out. Oh, this line looks crazy. So me being aggressive kind of did that whole situation where I just had to be great for a shorter amount of time than trying to survive for a long ass time. Alright, this one is tricky. Like that little ghost line already threw me off. So I think I'm gonna pass this one and look for a hard mission. I think I remember trying to do this one before. So it's 2 at this level, then there's a crazy drop. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Alright. Oh, but then there's another drop. So if you don't realize there's a drop coming up, you're gonna overshoot it when you start diving. Ah, really? Just underneath it? Oh, I keep diving down, missing the initial checkpoint. There's like too many lines. It's so confusing. And what would happen is, let's say if I get bronze and silver, that's gonna get rid of the 2 ghosts that are also flying by here. So I'll only see the gold medal ghosts. Oh damn it, I missed it. You know, I think I got a good idea. I'm gonna end this actually. Get out of here. This is a little bit too frustrating to try to do another race or another wingsuit mission. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to quit this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is for the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna quit this. I'm gonna just run a little bit of Elder Scrolls, try to do the daily missions too, because it'd be great to get rid of that crap too. Oh, wait a second. I like what I see here. Where's it at?
Let's take a
Better look around for that place I spotted.
I just
Gotta
saw
be
a
close to it
jump
now.
somewhere, or not a jump, an eyeball. Oh, what? Come on.
All limbs intact. So I'd call that a decent attempt at falling hard.
Oh wow, it's all the way up there. So I'm gonna need to find a different summit. Alright, let's go back to the map. Alright, let me mark this. And we'll just try to glide over there. Ooh, alright, so Stylo, that's kind of pushing it. If anything, we could do one today. And then if you want, you could bring the other count on Saturday when we do the stream. And I don't mind doing that. But I don't think I'll be able to do 2 today. Alright, let's just run up here real quick. Okay, so that way I could discover this little area and get a new mission. Alright, let's see if I can spot it from this little hill. Oh yeah, I can. I see the little shadowy lines.
What new things lie ahead over there for me to uncover?
There we
Whatever
go.
they are, I'm ready for them.
Oh yeah, I got a stunt mission. Alright, free rider. Oh, a minute 13, so it's a race. I'm gonna switch to the skis. Oh, I got a crappy line. They passed me. Let's see if I can still catch up to them. Now, is that a checkpoint or the finish line? Oh, it's the finish line. Come on, gold on the first attempt, and it's lagging on me. It's lagging on me. Oh, it's lagging like crazy. Gold. Alright, that was easy, so I'm not really hyped. That was fake hype. I apologize for that. And that's another way to get extra XP. You get gold on your first attempt. That's like an extra 200 points. Dead. But yeah, skis, man. That's a trick for a lot of these races. But yeah, the lag was definitely ripping me off because there was like 2 different points where I was passing first, but the lag got me, and then he just jumped even further. Yeah, but that's it for the new events, I believe. Let's double check one more time. So yeah, all my board missions, snowboard / skis, are done. Same few wingsuits for next time. Damn paragliding. All my mountain stories that I have are done. Need to find these others. So yeah, I'm hop off this for a little bit, and I'm gonna boot up Elder Scrolls for a quick 20 minutes. So I'll be right back, guys.